Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's administration is vowing to hit back and hit back hard against the country's opposition fighters following a deadly attack in Damascus. Anti-government forces are claiming responsibility for an explosion at the National Security Building. The blast killed 3 of Assad's senior officials, including his brother-in-law. Observers say the attack marks a key turning point in the 16-month-long conflict.
Government soldiers battling on the streets after an explosion that may have changed Syria's future. The men who died were among the inner circle. Daoud Raja, the Minister of Defence, Hassan Toukmani, the Deputy Vice President and head of the crisis cell, and the most important figure of all, Asif Shaukat. He may have had a less impressive title than the others, Deputy Defence Minister, but he was President Assad's brother-in-law and one of his very closest advisers.
Daoud Raja was a close ally of President Assad, who also suffered a family loss today. His brother-in-law, Asif Shaukat, Deputy Defence Minister, was also killed in the attack which gravely wounded other high-level security chiefs. The assassination comes as Assad is having to deploy his army on the streets of his own capital. It will undoubtedly embolden rebel fighters. Russia has talked of a decisive battle being underway now.
According to Syrian security sources, it's thought the suicide bomber worked as a bodyguard for President Assad's inner circle. This comes as fighting in Damascus intensifies between Free Syrian Army rebels and the government.
News of the deadly blast sparked celebrations in opposition strongholds, from Idlib province in the north to the southern city of Daraa, where the uprising started 16 months ago. The regime is struggling to show it's in charge, quickly announcing a replacement defense minister and taking to the airwaves, blaming the attack on outsiders.
Assad's already named a new defense minister, former Armed Forces Chief of Staff Fahad Jazim al-Freij. He went on television vowing the government would not be bowed. But there's no doubt this attack has reached the very heart of Assad's power base. Shaukat in particular was one of the pillars of the family.
Western capitals condemned the bombing, but said it proved the government needs to step down.
By ignoring those appeals by the international community, that the violence there has only gotten worse and the loss of lives has only increased, which tells us that this is a situation that is rapidly spinning out of control.
The conspiracy that is targeting the country is soon to be over because Syrian people assured day after day support and loyalty to the government, and from my work on the ground I can assure you that the army has total control of the situation, unlike what some media channels broadcast.
The Minister of Information Omran Zabi stated in an interview with the state television that today's incident will not prevent Syrians from defending the country.
The army is not limited to a person, and as we saw that a new Minister of Defense was deployed, the Syrian Arab Army will continue defending our country, and I can assure you that the army is the one that has total control on the situation on the ground.
Syria has been facing an unrest for the past 17 months.
Today, the Obama administration announced it's slapping financial sanctions on several top officials in Assad's government. This freezes any assets they have in the U.S. and prohibits Americans from doing business with them.
I think the incident today makes clear that Assad is losing control, that violence is increasing rather than decreasing, and that all of our partners internationally need to come together and support a transition.